Especially to those young people who still believe in Tsai Ing-wen, this is a message for you. Because she is fighting for one Japan unification.
If you have watched my previous video, you'll know what I mean. What I thought about the past of Taiwan. What I'm going to share with you today will be what will happen to Taiwan in the future. And here are my 4 points for you. As she always like to say, Taiwan is not China, Taiwan is Taiwan. Crazy, isn't she? She would never admit that Taiwan is China. This time, she will even change the country into ROT from ROC. It will never be Republic of China, but Republic of Taiwan. ROT. 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 Literally ROT. PRC, People Republic of China, and ROC, Republic of China, are both China. It's so easy. The math is so easy. It's still China. Taiwan is China. And some people like him are so cuckoo, saying that Taiwan is not China, saying that it's not ROC. Despite Tsai Ing-wen and his party keep on saying that China is China and Taiwan is Taiwan, they are still doing a lot of business in the mainland China with those businessmen, and they keep on investing in the mainland China for their own benefit. Yet on the other hand, they are telling people not to do anything with the mainland China. What they are doing is they who keep on sucking the citizens' money, that the citizens cannot able to live normally. Not only will the citizens facing their own financial problems, but also have fear. They are afraid that one day the Chinese government will attack Taiwan and take over Taiwan. This is because Tsai Ing-wen keep on declaring Taiwan independence and denounce Taiwan as ROC, but as ROT. If Taiwan is ROT, ROT, you think anyone or any Chinese who care, any Chinese who denounce themselves as the Chinese, even there is no war, Taiwan will still suffer if the cross-strait relation is getting bad. That will affect the trade business eventually. Tsai Ing-wen will not care about the country. She only care about her party, her kind of stupid green flag. But not this flag. She will not care about this, but she'll care about this. And she'll keep on advocating Taiwan independence as usual. And she will never admit that Taiwan is China or admit herself as a Chinese. Until one day she will really infiltrate the Chinese government for a war. And the war will be caused by her. This is what the US want. They just want war between the Chinese and the Chinese. US want to see the Chinese to fight against the Chinese so that US can remain the top of Asia and to control Asia. And also this is what the Japanese are craving for. Not only the Senkaku Islands belongs to the Japanese, and maybe in the future there will be many islands of Taiwan given to Japan, including Gimmen. And at that time, anyone will be looking down on Taiwan because it's not ROC but ROT. And Japan will be very happy to take over Taiwan one day if they can. When Tsai Ing-wen was talking about Taiwan independence, it doesn't mean your independence, but her and her party independence. So that they can do whatever they like for the country or for the people, whatever they like, okay? It's not for the country, whatever they like on the country and on the people. ROC will turn into ROT, and the citizens will become her slave. The people, ordinary people, will live in fear, and they'll be striving to make ends meet. Isn't it good for the island to be called ROC? Why do we need to deny the name? Why do we need to have Taiwan independence since it's already ROC? Fighting for Taiwan independence literally means selling ROC away. Second is democracy. Do you think Taiwan will have democracy or freedom or even human rights in the future? Taiwan will have democracy, but not your kind of democracy. And not all kinds of people will enjoy the rights for democracy. The democracy will entitle to the people in favor of DPP. If you're not part of them, you do not have the rights for your democracy. Although they call themselves a DPP, Democratic Progressive Party, so what? They only mean that whoever agrees with them will have democracy. Democracy is used for their own benefits, but not yours. If you are not happy with the party, you will be marked as their enemy. Do you think they'll give you freedom to do anything you like? Or anything you want to go against them? If you dare, you'll make sure you'll get the punishment. And will have someone to check on you every day, to harass you and to find ways to destroy you. There'll be no one there to protest DPP or Tsai Ing-wen in the future. Ordinary people will have no freedom, but the government will have a lot of freedom to do anything they want. They will send the authority to check on you and arrest you before you can have freedom to talk anything against them. They may even can tear down your houses if you ever want to cross them. They can do whatever they want that's inhumane. That's it. Why not so? This is because the party is full of criminals and full of corrupt officials. They can do however and whatever they like. They are the legal mafia, aren't they? Chen Shui-bian, for example, could even become someone in the government next time. Maybe in 4 years later, he could even have a chance to become the president again. The law is for them to do anything they want. Chen Shui-bian's son, Chen Zhichong, may even open a prostitute den for himself, a brothel under DPP. So whenever he's stressful, he'll call out his Nico, and Nico is always his favorite. If you ever know about him. Hello Nico, today I'm so stressful. Can we play something special tonight? Is that a special call?
Happy, you're using the wrong phone to call her. You forgotten to bring your other phone. Never mind, I'll help you to call her to fit an appointment for you tonight. Love you and enjoy yourself tonight.
Very hard. It's so hard to imitate. I'm not him, not this guy. The DPP will have the freedom to do anything they want. Democracy and freedom are for them, not for us or for you. They will have a law saying that all peoples are equal, but not for certain kinds of people. There will be a lot of ordinary people under their mercy. You cannot protest, you cannot voice out, or else you'll get yourself arrested, or they will use their internet army to harass you, to attack you, until you have no choice but to hang yourself. You know what I mean? Your freedom of speech is only limited for criticizing against their enemies like the KMT or the mainland Chinese. You'll be given the freedom to do that, but you're not allowed to talk anything against DPP or Tsai Ing-wen. Will only be a selective freedom for you. If you dare to provoke anyone in DPP, be sure to make your trouble double. There will still be human rights, but the government will have more rights than you. There will still be democracy, but DPP will choose the type of democracy for you. In the end of the day, what you need to know is that you are cheated. If you do anything with the mainland Chinese, they will target you as a communist spy. This is a kind of green terror. Third, education. The education in Taiwan will become more and more preposterous. They'll tell you that your kids need to accept LGBTQ and accept it as a normal and natural behavior. Already I heard the news that father and daughters getting together, having an affair, Taiwan could go unpunished. So what next? Is the DPP going to promote pedophilia or other abnormal laws like humans to animals? Won't you be worried for your children that they could become abnormal and their thinking will not be straight anymore? Isn't it some kind of end of humanity? So whatever your children going to study in schools will be a disaster. Not just that, the education will be focusing on how bad your ancestors came from mainland China were, but to show how good the Japanese were. Look at the Human Rights Museum in Taipei, you will know. Nothing is mentioned about the Japanese war, but only on KMT on how they punished the Chinese. So what will your children become in the future? They're just feeling themselves a lot of hatred for the Chinese, but adore the Japanese as their heavenly father. Link me to my last point. Number 4, the Chinese in Taiwan will be a disgrace forever, and they will become the most inferior group in the world because they form a group called themselves the Taiwanese, but not the Chinese. They will say to anyone, I'm a Taiwanese, I'm not a Chinese, which commonly heard nowadays. Do you know that it's a big disgrace to forget who you are? If you declare yourself a Taiwanese, but not a Chinese, do you know what your status is in the world? The Japanese and the Americans will be on top of you, while you are below, instead of being equal with them. No one will be proud of you, but think you are a fool to declare yourself a Taiwanese, but not Chinese. If you are telling people you are Taiwanese, but denying you are a Chinese, means you have forgotten your origin. It's like what happens in Hong Kong. Yeah, I'm talking about Joshua Wong. He's not a Chinese, but Vietnamese. Like what the people in Hong Kong like to say, I'm a Hong Konger, not a Chinese. Don't you think this is silly? It's just only getting yourself separated from the Chinese community or from the Chinese, and you'll be bullied and looked down by other countries. No one cares for you because you're a small potato in the world. And people will say to you, you're not even a Chinese, why should I respect you? Do you know how foolish you'll be if you denounce yourself as a Chinese? When you see an American, you need to talk like this, whether in business or in some other things. 你好. 你好, I don't understand your Chinese. Can you speak English? Or else I won't sell my potato to you. Yes, I shall talk to you in English, no Chinese. Yeah, you need to listen to them. You need to listen to the Americans most of the time. No one in the world will respect your national language, which is Chinese, because you do not see yourself as a Chinese, or at least a Taiwan Chinese. You know what the mainland Chinese will do to the Americans when it comes to talk about business? It will be other way around. Hello, do you want to trade in my potatoes? 你说什么屁话，什么鸟语呀？在我的地盘你敢讲英语，卖给我你的臭土豆 ！Good， 去找你卖菜的英文吧。You want people to look down on you as a Taiwanese to make you to speak English, or someone to respect you as a real Taiwan Chinese who are proud of your own national language, which is Chinese. The next one beside the Americans will be the Japanese. If you denounce yourself as Chinese, do you think the Japanese will be afraid or respect you in the future? They will laugh until their teeth drop. They will look down on you and you become their subjects. They will make sure they will overrule you, like what they did in Taiwan during the World War II, and they will show you their superiority. When you meet them, you have to bow before them, and it will be more than 90-degree bow, like this. Just imagine in front of me is a Japanese coming to Taiwan. You need to Konnichiwa. Have you forgotten how the Japanese was when they were in Taiwan during the World War II? They do not want you to be Chinese. If you cannot be Japanese, at least they want you to become Taiwanese. They want you to listen to them and bow before them. They want the Chinese of Taiwan to be submissive to them once again like before. And don't forget the people in DPP, most of them are the descendants of the Japanese. Needless to say, they are looking forward that you will denounce yourself as Chinese so that they could control you in and out. Remember to subscribe and share my video, and I see you. Thank you for watching.